let's do this. Alright, I've got a neat deck here for you. I figured that we have a Sungray Silence list on the channel. We have a PT Lifeblood list on the channel. There's two syndicates I haven't covered yet, so let's do um, red, white. Wow. Splinter Gleam Singularity. That's it. Redem and Weep. That was my little play on words to name this deck. So this is a bleed deck, but I chose Singularity instead of Lifeblood to be a little quirky with it, and there's some fun things you can do in the Singularity Syndicate besides just a bunch of discard shenanigans. I also did not want to play Pogo Aggro. Not my style of deck, really, and people have probably seen that a million times on ladder. You got the Pogos, you got the Scrap Bots, you got the Squires, and a bunch of burn. I don't want to do that. So, this is a bleed deck, that is focused on making a lot of Red Reapers. We can do that by Chrono scanning him. You Chrono Scan Red Reaper, you get a couple of them on the board, and they buff each other once they're Odal, the Red Death. I didn't know if that was his name. But they buff each other. So, you can build up a massive board with getting a couple of Red Reapers down. He's not the only card you can copy either. You can get a few Pugilists down. This guy, when he is immortalized, will strike the enemy, or when he strikes the enemy core, he'll bleed it. So I got bleed 3 in one of my games on the enemy core, and that can really add up. You Bright-Eyed Supplicant and Frenzied Hemomancer are kind of your main early game cards. These two pair incredibly well together. They immortalize each other super easily. And then they also pair together because Overseer of Trials grants additional fervor procs, basically. And the now somewhat newly buffed Frenzied Hemomancer, when he's immortalized, he has fervor. And he'll keep generating ways to proc the fervor. So you can get really big units really quickly by having these two on board. If you Ironblood Elixir a Bright-Eyed Supplicant, that's also just amazing. You can get her to like 10-10 worth of stats in no time. So, really good there. Other early game, we have Glittering Gladiator. I hardly saw him in my games, but when I did, I mean, he helped stave off some early aggression, so he can occasionally get really big too. I wouldn't count on it, but he's there. Kinsukai is some removal. Channel Vigor to make your agents live longer. Then we have Paradox Cacophony, good bleed card. Good bleed card. Grant Fervor to a unit. Time Stop, we're in Singularity, might as well run 3 time stops. I have one copy of Magmatic Teachings in here. Since Bright-Eyed Supplicant and Frenzied Hemomancer are so easy to level, I figure might as well try this card out. It's a little bit of removal. Since I'm not in Lifeblood anymore, I don't have Throwdown. So it's a bit of removal, and you can do some cool plays by using one of your early immortalized units and getting a quick Pugilist or Red Reaper level up, potentially. I have one Paradox Analysis. This wasn't in the deck initially, but I figured we're in Singularity. What's something that Lifeblood doesn't have that Singularity does? And some card draw is nice. We're also trying to copy units, so to get Paradox. This card worked okay. Yeah, I played it like once or twice in all the games. You could probably switch this out for something better. Sanguine Resurgence was initially at 2 when I started playing the list. I did change up the list after a couple of games because things weren't quite working out how I wanted them to. I bumped this up to 3 because I was facing a lot of like aggro burn matchups. Pretty good card. It really helps trigger Red Reaper and Pugilist and heals you a good amount. Red Reaper is amazing. Such a great card. Yeah, run 3 of them. Rippling Resplendence. I only actually own 2 copies of this. I'm out of flux to make a third. I don't know if I would run a third or not. It is a pretty good card. Being able to give allies fervor is really good, especially if you can get this onto Bright-Eyed Supplicant. or I mean, any of your units, really. It's a pretty good card. I just only own 2 copies. And at 2, it's still pretty good. I've got 1 copy of Hungry Engine. This, he can generate a lot of value towards the end of the game. And then a copy of Break and Shatter. Great way to push through damage at the end of the game. None of these units outside of Pugilist actually have overpower, so that's a way to get them in. For divers, we have Nascent Clone to make more copies of, you know, your good units. And then Devoted Bloodletter to... You only need 1 of these guys, really, to shift to Torment, get a little bit of card draw. You really never want to see more than 1 of him. So he's nice as a diver. And that's pretty much the list here. It worked okay. It was a fun experiment. And you will get really big boards occasionally with units up in the 30s of stats because of Bright-Eyed Supplicant and the Blood Shards just constantly proccing the double fervor, all the bleeds that's happening at the end of each round. You'll just get massive units. This deck does struggle a bit to aggro. The only early game, or turn 1 or 2 drop we have is Glittering Gladiator. You can drop this guy on 1, though, and then turn 3 still have enough mana to Sanguine Resurgence or Rippling Resplendence. So that's kind of nice. Otherwise, a lot of the times you'll pass turn 1 and 2, so that way you can drop one of your good 3 drops and still have mana for Ironblood Elixir. Yeah, I'm trying to think if I have anything more to say about the deck. Not really. I hope you enjoy the games. This is, once again, a video coming a little late. And I did not post on Wednesday because there was the dev Q&A. And I was going to watch that. And I figured everyone else had content then to watch too. So, yeah, that's the deck. Enjoy the games. And I hope you have some fun with this if you try it out. Alright, this is the real first game. I played a game I performed, embarrassingly, and misplayed, and I'm just not going to show it. I could have not mentioned it too, but here we are. Okay, I'm against a silver player, so that's, matchmaking and player base at its finest here. Let's get rid of that. She is an amazing keep. I'm against a bit more of an aggressive deck. You don't see that color combo too much, which is nice, which is cool. I'll keep Kinsukai. Ooh. In all the test games and everything I played with this deck, I never drew Glittering Gladiator until, like, turn 6.
Lights up.
So it's nice to get him early, especially when I have Kinsukai. He kind of out-trades every other 1-drop, which is really nice. But the not-so-nice thing is he does not trade well into Kinetic Absorber.
Is that the best you've got?
Maybe I shouldn't have played him. Huh, I could Kinsu to kill that, but that's probably going to be my Bright-Eyed Supplicant target, and then I can save the mana with Kinsu to maybe level her. So yeah, this isn't too good. I don't think I gained much by playing this guy. Oh, it's going to shift the timeline. I'm not saving any mana. But it would be nice to level Bright-Eyed Supplicant, so I'm not too disheartened there by what I just did. Ooh, another good draw. Let's play her first. She can actually help with the board. These two are a great duo together. Usually you get one tick of her from a challenge, and then or a bleed effect, and then you can use Frenzied Hemomancer. That is not what I expected. Oh, goodness. This isn't good. Not good. losing a lot of health because I didn't, yeah. Okay. If he has more removal, I would rather him use it on the Frenzied Hemomancer. So I will play this. Ramp now. Okay. I wish I had more to do with all the free mana that I'm being given here, but I really don't. I am at a loss for words here. This is kind of crazy. So my idea is next turn I will Bright-Eyed Supplicant. I can Kintsu Kai to kill like one of these, and then I can kill the other one with the challenge. That's my hope, at least. Alright. That's a good draw. That's a really good draw. Alright. Bright-Eyed. They gained a lot of mana. For 7, there's... well, he could have Affront to Nature. I just lose to Affront to Nature. Nothing I can do about that. I don't have time stop. Okay, they're ramping more. This is scary. I need a I need a big board, and I need it fast. Oh, well no, it will. Hold on a second here. I gotta think. Triggering Paradox right now. How important is that? Not very. I can Kintsu Kai to kill one. Well, it's kind of important. It's actually kind of important. I think I might do that first here. Now she'll level. I can level him too. So this is looking pretty good. I'm not a... well, never mind. I was going to say something that's just completely not true. Okay, so we respond to that with a... oh, one's going to hurt him. Because if I do this... he's going to level, but he's going to take a damage before he gets further fervor from this discarding. And... then he's going to die to that. Not much I can do about that. I can buff him up with Channel Vigor, but... that's only a buff of 1. Yeah, okay. Let's... I can Kintsu Kai that to kill it? Oh, that's not great because then she's going to die pretty soon after. But I'm really not looking getting so hot here. Alright. Let's try and kill that thing. At the moment, their whole board is dying. Can't ask for much more than that. That is terrifying. And something I have to nascent clone.
Engram incomplete.
Yep. Not a lot to do there. But mine levels, so I don't take bleed anymore. But they do. Oh. Oh. Okay, so I have 10 mana. I need to save 4 in case of an Into the Sun. So I don't think Devoted Bloodletter can really be played here. Well, maybe it can, actually. Oh, that's so enticing. It is so incredibly enticing to do. But I think it's a little premature.
Each wound, a turning key.
I have time stop for Into the Sun. They have a lot of mana, though. Lot of mana. If somehow they tap under Into the Sun, I will Built to Burn. And I have Channel Vigor. But, okay. Nope. Definitely, they're not doing that. And I don't think I can risk it. I would rather kill this guy. This is a... I wish I had one more mana for Break and Shatter. That would be really good. This is a big unit for sure, but I want to kill Frank. If Frank doesn't die, that just makes... he makes everything harder to kill. This guy will draw some more cards, not that we're in desperate need. Okay. Okay. Now that's an issue. But it's one we can rectify with Magmatic Teachings. Okay, thank goodness no throwdown. No throwdown. Oh yeah, we don't take bleed. He's not going to draw us cards. This is interesting. Oh, okay, alright. Well, I think we win now. He just skipped his turn. Well, not necessarily. The fact that we don't take damage from bleed is actually quite a hindrance here. The card draw would be very nice. So Frank has delay. I can deal 1 to give an... Oh, I don't know if that works because we don't actually deal 1. And this kills him. Oh, that... It wouldn't... We'd only buff him to 9 anyway. I think I need the card draw. My hand is just not going to do it. Oh, unless I'm completely reliant... Ah! Alright. I need to do this to live. And he draws me a card. That's not nothing. The plan. The plan is built to burn, break and shatter, because I have nothing else. Nothing else. I don't know if this works. Because I don't actually deal any damage. By reading the card, it shouldn't work, but you never know. Okay, he's got a Frank of his own. So, yeah, delay. This strikes after the opponent's unit. Break and shatter. Give +1/+1 for each point of durability it's missing. And overpower. I think I miss out on the rally, but I can't get an attack in. My unit will die, so it's break and shatter for the stat buff and overpower. I have not done the math at all if this is going to result in lethal, but it looked like it will. Oh, the one of break and shatter. Alright, well we'll send that after that, and we'll send you after you. There we go. I actually forgot about Frank. It's exact lethal, but that was my bad. That was a fun first game. Really close. Honestly, down to the wire. If it got back to them, I was dead. So, and I had no units left in hand. That was great. Let's go to the next one. We're against Choco here. Running, I think my deck. That's terrifying. I always had a bit of struggle against Bleed, though, when I played it, so maybe he will too. Rippling. I think I really need, a stat buff. Rippling is great, but Ironblood Elixir is better. I'm also, odds are I'm not gonna get a, what's it called? Breakdown 15 on Rippling for a bit. Looks like they're saving on to Holder of the Instruments to... Never mind. I was going to say he's holding on to it to counter Torment timeline, but that's not the case. Alright.
It was meant to be.
So, I could bleed both their units. They would die. I don't think that tech would have a way. No, it has Invigorating Balm. Speaking of which, Bright-Eyed Supplicant. Pretty good answer combined with Ironblood Elixir. Trying to think if there's any cards. I don't think there's anything that makes that a bad play. He's playing around it too. He's a good player. He's been rank 1. So I expect nothing less, but I can always be hopeful. Alright, so I can play our wonderful sort of 2-card combo. Really good. That helps me get fervor on units, and tough to complain about that. Alright, let's go for Hemomancer. This will be a nice damage tick onto Bright-Eyed. And give us the other blood shard, so we can use the blood shards to... of course... Ooh, now he can strike. He can strike Bright-Eyed. That's not so good. Alright. Well, no. Oh no, he can't. That doesn't work. I have to discard something. Okay. Well, now I can level both of them. Alright, we get around that. I want to Iron Blood this anyway. So good. And then... thinking if there's a benefit to blood sharding it now. I would get more blood shards next turn. But if he wants to like strike that into that unit, I do want to, if I double blood shard it, it would be, oh no, that discards, oh man, so many things I can think about. Honestly, I'm going to wait. Oh, maybe not. No, we have the timeline here. Okay. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait. I'm scared of the strike spell, and I kind of want to be able to use these on a unit I think that's going to live. And it doesn't really affect much. Not really. So, alright, let's do the blood shard now. I'll just put him on this because it's got fervor, so... And now it's a really big unit. It's a really big unit. I don't have to trade, which is an interesting part. Not trading is interesting because this card can win me the game. I don't think I trade. I was going to, but yeah, I think it's worth it to not. I could try and bank the spell mana. I could... He's currently would burn 4 mana. Let's have him act first.
Your sins are heavy. My fists are heavy.
That card makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. Okay. If I Sanguine Resurgence, it would be good, but then that totally opens the door for a throwdown onto one of my guys. I don't quite want that. Instead... Nascent clone onto that would be funny. Oh, that would be funny. But that also kind of opens the door. Let's do probably Toothy. Then I still have a blood shard.
Let's go.
Oh, he could have thrown down. Yeah, okay. Well, I didn't play around it perfectly. Okay. What am I doing here? If I get 2 down, it's pretty good. I do have enough to, like, do a nascent clone plus vigor and a blood shard. That's really interesting. I have to watch out for focused adaptation. And I kind of want a Sanguine Resurgence, honestly. Because that almost guarantees that Pugilist, that helps clear the board, and that Pugilist will level. So let's do all of that. Let's do this. Actually, I should have dragged. I don't know why I didn't drag that. Like, if he has focused adaptation, I should make him use it. That was bad. Okay, so let's Sanguine. I want the heal. I want to make him use focused adaptation. I should have attacked differently. Oh, ooh, rescind. Okay. Well, that happens. I still at least get one. My hand size. I'm not burning a card as of yet. And really, what I'm probably going to do is try and get... Oh, wonderful draw. Wonderful draw.
Tough love.
Okay. 3/5. I can make anything live with Channel Vigor. And I want to get her down again. She makes my board grow really big. This is also actually a good card to get down. I don't want it on this timeline. And this deck doesn't actually run that many ways to switch the timeline. Okay. She does not have Fervor anymore. Hopefully I can draw a Rippling Resplendence to change that. But I have Channel Vigor. So, I can Channel Vigor that guy. Now he lives. I want this guy to die to bleed. So I am willing to take that damage. Slow game. As expected against this deck. Which you should check out the video if you haven't. I got to Diamond 1 with 1 loss from Plat 3 or 4. So this is looking pretty good for me right now. I'm taking some damage. This guy is pretty low, but somewhere in this hand of 1 cost cards. Grant any amount of allies. Oh, I always forget. I'm pretty sure I hit OK. And then I can grant it to that. Alright, that'll have bleed 5. Which is enough to level Pugilist. It's going up to 7 mana next turn, which is enough for Stern Arbiter. He could grab a backhand or a Rescind Authority.
The work continues.
Okay. I'm not overdrawing yet, if my math is right, and I can bluff that I have, in case he has another backhand, I can bluff that I have an Iron Blood. I would love a Rippling Resplendence. With the timeline, plus this guy's Immortalization, if that goes off here, he will be above backhand. So that's really good. I have a pretty decent opening attack here. That makes it way better, actually. Well, not way better. It's a pretty good opening attack. I could make it better. I mean, what's he gonna play? This deck doesn't run that many units. He could play Sap Sapper. That would. Well, Sap Sapper kind of just dies. So I'm not too worried about that, honestly. I think I want to maybe switch the timelines here. Let's drop Bloodletter.
Each wound, a turning key.
The math still really works out for me to get a big attack, and he could drop Kayla. Like, Kayla's gonna set this to a 1/1, but wait, he's at 8? Man, wow. Wow. This is why you don't play after a long day at work. Okay, so he's got a 1 cost, Rescind. That could be used to save quite a bit of health or stop that triggering. But not both. Okay. Let's use Channel Vigor. We hit that. We give it to this. And now I can swing with everything. We want to kill Arbiter. We want to kill this. Yeah, looking pretty good here. We're hitting for overpower to grant his core bleed. He has to bounce this. That's not a choice. I sadly haven't drawn a time stop. Oh yeah, okay. That makes sense. The deck doesn't run that many units. He wants to keep them alive. I can get in 1 more damage and switch it to a bleed timeline. Then I'm out of them. Alright. Let's hit for 1 more. That was a big hit. Oh, that's a wonderful draw, too.
Lights up.
Well, wonderful. I mean, it's a draw. My board is kind of killing itself because I don't have Rippling Resplendence to grant things fervor. Red Reaper plus Nascent Clone is a play. Will kind of kill my board. Yeah, it will kind of kill my board. I could drop down just a couple of fervor units and her. I mean, that's also really good. Yeah, I mean, very good odds something's gonna die to bleed. I don't have to Nascent Clone that. Let's get a fervor unit down. So currently everything's gonna take 2, and, you know, pretty much everything's gonna die here. I may as well capitalize on that and play Red Reaper. This will die too, which is unfortunate. But I think Red Reaper might be able to help win me this game. It's a little risky. That's Okay, that's not looking good. You can... Yeah. Oh, there's a rumpus. So that is going to die. But I do... I can't make it die from this. Oh, that is quite unfortunate. Oh, hold on. I can... I didn't need to use that on him. I could have used it on this guy. Yeah, he was the highest. Okay. Oh, man. I misplayed this. Okay, well this is interesting. Well, it's a little interesting. I really misplayed that with the blood shards. Everything dies except for Sapsever. Yeah, that was bad. But he has Sapsapper on board, which is a benefit to me. I'm able to possibly make use of that.
Only darkness.
Alright. Oh, a little late, Rippling. A little late. Alright. It's not over yet. I'm gonna play him. I'm gonna play her. Zealot of the Hunt is what I'm really... I need to try and kill him before Zealot becomes a factor here.
Speak and be judged.
Arbiter. Arbiters. Good card. Good card. Okay. Well, let's pass. Yeah, he's got Rumpus. He's got Rumpus. Rumpus is good. But I can buff my units to a high enough attack, at least, that, that his units will die. So if I do Rippling, he responds with Rumpus. He can kill this. But that is his Arbiter. And it would be his Arbiter gone. If I Nascent Clone, he kind of does the same thing. It would be really cool to have my own Arbiter. I can't lie about that, but I don't think that's gonna quite work. I think I respond with a Rippling. And it at least forces his hand. If he doesn't stop this, my units are going to grow very big. There's always Curb, there's always Kayla. Or Zealot. Oh, man. I don't know if I'm gonna play her again this turn, so let's just get use out of her. I have a really big unit here. Well, good card. Ah, yeah, that Rumpus. This doesn't have fervor anymore. Which means it's not gonna get super big. I think I nascent clone this. I am running out of options here. And I might Chrono scan it. So, I can stability control this. And that way it's gonna strike and die. Of course, yeah, he has another. He just responds with another one. If I chrono scan that. If I chrono scan that. Oh, this isn't. Chrono scanning this doesn't actually do a whole lot now. I'm making some misplays this game. But. No, he just grabs back a rescind. You can, yeah. Oh, that's not cool, dude. That's not cool, dude. Not cool. I can make a new big one. Oh boy. Well, let's see what he does. Attacking with it, I mean... Ah, man. He can bring back Rescind and bounce his unit, or Chronicle and bounce his unit, but mine's toast. What's still left in my deck here? I have a Red Reaper, I have 2 Red Reapers, 2 Pugilists. Yeah. Yes, Symbiosis and a lot of throwdowns available. I don't think I have a way to win this. It was looking good for me for a time, but that big board wipe, I definitely misplayed that turn. It's gonna cost me. Alright.
Blood in the water.
I am the hand of fate.
Alright. This is kind of what I have. I can't, like, wait on it.
Blood in the water.
I just have to do it. That's symbiosis. I do have time stop. Break and shatter. Okay, this is the turn.
Blood in the water.
This is the turn. I have... Well, okay, I'm not doing break and shatter this turn. I have 8 mana. That is enough for a blood shard. I don't really want to use blood shard. Oh. Yeah, that's a card. Oh, that's a card. That's a card. Alright. Well, we time stopped that. Gotta. I gotta. And then we built to burn. Hold on. Oh, he has... No, he does it on the out of lines again. Built to burn doesn't work. Oh. Okay. No, that that should show its reduced mana cost. Oh, this isn't good. I mean, everything dies. Everything dies. Oh, man. Alright, whatever. Let's just swing for it. Let's do it. I got nothing. Okay, okay. Well, I can blood shard, so that will overwhelm. There's no way that's gonna overwhelm. Let's get rid of a built to burn, shall we? I think that card's, not doing a whole lot. I mean, come on! How much do you see bleed 3 on the core? It's pretty cool. That's funny. It's not good. I mean, this is actually the last deck I want to make a bunch of copies against, because he can use that to grab Chronicle of the One and out of line me again. Oh. I'm also, just about dead. Not quite, but just about. Alright, well, nothing much I can do about that.
I don't deserve it.
I can play her. She's a blocker. She's a blocker. Alright. Oh, dirty, dirty, dirty. Alright. Well, I want more of these guys, you know?
I don't deserve.
Let's get another one. I am rapidly running out of steam here. I'm also rapidly running out of health. What do I draw? Ooh, okay. Okay. Maybe. Maybe. I actually can't overpower through more than one unit. Crazy game. Crazy, crazy game. Oh, he has Chronicle. Oh no, he got another Chronicle. Oh, alright. Well, you know, it's over. It was over anyway, but I was seeing if maybe I could get his core a little higher on the bleed. This was a fun game. It's cool seeing other people use my deck. But yeah. I'm a little new to bleed, so I'm sure there's some things I could have done a little bit better. There it is. Enough out of lines will do it. Took a few, but yep. That is it.
The work continues.
I think I might make an edit to the deck. Oh. The built-to-burns aren't quite doing it. They're kind of fun, but I'm really not finding a time that they're doing much. So, be right back. All right, back at it against Crazy. Cool dude. Don't tell him I said that. Running, I think this is a burn deck. I took out the 2 stability controls for 2 paradox analysis, and I took out the 2 built to burns for a 3rd chronal scan, because I want to keep the deck's identity of copying units. And I put in a hungry engine, because it's a pretty good card. Alright, so I'm against a burn deck. That's a later game card. That card's a little too slow. Let's keep Sanguine and Bright-Eyed. That's a good card. So paradox analysis, I put in here. There's a lot of sprouts, although I haven't ran into any today. But there's a fair amount of sprouts out there, which is easy to get paradox with chronal scan. You can get paradox somewhat easily, and I thought that one disadvantage that Lifeblood Bleed has is no card draw, or outside of this guy. So let's try it out. Mid-video change. Saves us. This guy saves us a little bit of health. He's still doable with the with Sanguine. I can play him, and I'll still have a turn 3 Sanguine. Snack. Okay. Let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens. Sanguine's looking pretty good. I did not want to see another one of those. Iron Blood Elixir, Hemomancer, those are a couple of good cards. Those would be a couple of good cards to see.
Is that the best you've got?
So it's a little interesting. What do I want to kill? Definitely the snake. Snake is dying. It's just a matter of, do I want to kill that or do I want to kill this guy? This guy's hitting me a lot. I don't like it. Though I'll probably kill him next turn with the bright-eyed. Sure. Let's do it this way. And there's a decent chance this guy's going to hit me harder in the future versus maybe one more turn of Bloodline Tracker. This is also a harder unit for him to like get rid of in case I'm pretty sure he runs rebuild. If he rebuilds that guy, that would be a little bad. Does that level this guy? Not quite. Why do you held that one? Oh, never mind. It didn't take into account. Okay. That's honestly fine. It doesn't hit me for any more damage than it would have. It lives, technically, but it's gonna keep the bleed on there. So, does it really live? Not particularly. This guy's pretty cool, because he's gonna level. I can't play anything with him. But no, he's the biggest unit. And getting him leveled would be pretty cool. Decent chance this timeline doesn't even stick, but have to see. Yep. Alright, this has to die. We don't attack with this because, well, he would just block with that and not good. So he's burning us. Another Sanguine Resurgence would be amazing. I could try and draw into it with these. Ugh. Any amount of damage we take is not ideal. Oh, we blocked that, we blocked that. Not much thinking there. Oh! Oh, okay. Okay. Puts me down to 2. 2! What can I draw? Iron Blood would save me 2 health. Save me a little bit more than that. I guess it'd save me 3. Well, Time Stop? Can save Time Stop for something better. It would just save me 2 HP. No, it would save me 4 HP. 4 HP is a lot. Because it hits the unit and my face, so I'm pretty lost here, honestly. This has not been a good timeline for me. I mean, he runs a bunch of burn spells. Yeah, I think I am dead lost. That'll do it. Rematch. Alright. Let's see if I can manage this. What am I looking for here? Sanguine Resurgence is really, really key, I think. Iron Blood Elixir is... I really don't like that he's attacking on 2. Iron Blood Elixir is generally pretty good. Maybe I do need it. Oh, but Sanguine. I really want Sanguine. Well, I got Iron Blood back. No Sanguine, though. Another Iron Blood. Man! If I play this, it's just a trigger on that. I don't know if I do. I don't know if I do. I miss out on, like, 1 damage here, but if I want to play it next turn, I can. Well, I have another one.
Is that the best you've got?
Honestly, with this spell-heavy hand, maybe I do want,
Lights up.
well, you know, of course I draw the 1 card, though. That would maybe make me regret what I did. Why doesn't he attack with that unit? I don't know.
Lights up.
Alright. Well... I guess I try and push as much damage as I can. Oh, he runs that card.
Well done, champ.
Radiant channeling. Okay, good draw, good draw. Scary. Okay. It's a lot of damage. Alright, well, we've got our, sanguine targets. But this is a lot of damage I'm taking. Blocking with this doesn't do me a whole lot. Oh, that's going to die because of the ephemeral. Oh, I won't get the heal on that. I guess I should have waited. The more you learn, the more you know. Alright. Looking grim. Oh, would have been a fine card maybe a minute ago. I don't really have any way to push damage here. I can Red Reaper, but that doesn't do a lot. But it's kind of my only play. Can bluff I have a time stop. Let's just play it. Yeah. Yeah. I can swing with this guy. Can swing with this guy too. I mean...
Well done, champ.
Fire! Fire!
I'll Kinsu that. I'm pretty dead here. Pretty dead. Unless I draw a time stop. That's not time stop. No, it's not. No, it is not. Yeah. That's a big unit. I don't have an attack here. Yeah, he has it. All right. Here we go again. Let's see here. We can get rid of those. I could keep Toothy. Oh, I do really like Bright-Eyed Supplicant, though. That would be a nice card. There's a lot of good cards I can draw that aren't Toothy. You know, he hasn't gotten his time in the spotlight, really. Oh, there was the one game. Okay. A lot of Toothies coming out.
Seriously, how did that get through testing?
It's a rewind deck. That's not what I expected, but that's scary. And it's scary. Okay, I like Bright-Eyed over the Hemomancer. Bright-Eyed actually fights for the board. There's not enough mana to like bounce Bright-Eyed. Well, I guess I forgot about this card. But we have the answer to it. And now they're completely tapped of mana, we can kill Temple Analyst. And Bright-Eyed gets bigger. Okay. Toothy is an option, but getting Bright-Eyed leveled I think is a little more important, so let's play Hemomancer. I'd prefer not to discard one of my actual cards. Okay. Now this is strongest ally, so let's just target her a couple of times here. Now we have a very big Overseer of Trials. Okay. What's the plan here? Decent chance something's getting bounced. Which, in that case, it would be kind of nice to get down a Red Reaper. We could get down a Pugilist or another Overseer of Trials. I think Pugilist makes the most sense. He's the most threatening.
Let's go.
It's not like holding up the 2 mana versus 1 is gonna do anything here. I don't want to overinvest into one unit against, against Rewind. They're passing. Unfortunately, I don't think I can really, take that pass. Pretty sure I've got to be a little more aggressive here. It'd be nice to burn all that mana. Okay, well that's, out of the answers that could happen, that's pretty good for me. Keeps my unit on board. Alright. Not a lot I can do about that. Still has a good bit of mana up. There is always Break and Shatter, but I really don't want to use that when he has so much mana still. I could Nascent Clone Pugilist. If he bounces Pugilist, then he's not bouncing this. Alright, let's Nascent Clone Pugilist.
Engram incomplete.
I can double cast this to play around... okay, to play around backhand. I don't really want to take that damage. She can block that and more. Wonderful. I have a lot of cards in hand here. I have too many cards in hand. Let's change that. Let's start investing in another unit. And they surrendered. Alright. Against Burn again. Don't know if I'll include this in the video or not. Played against that a lot. Okay. Well. Let's ditch that and that. Rippling. I'll get Breakdown 15. No problem. I'm not a big fan of Paradox Cacophony. I mean, it's... I think there's a lot better cards I can get than all of those. He's attacking on odds, so we can drop the Glittering Gladiator. Prevent a damage, and by the time...
Lights up.
Well, I think this is much more beneficial for us than him attacking on evens. Alright, hand's not looking too good here. I can swing for a damage.
Is that the best you've got?
I feel like odds are he'll drop a snake first. And then he'll attack. Not that that really... Well, I can play a 3-3. That's something. There's a snake. Kind of funny, I can Chrono scan this, but that's not very good. I can Iron Blood Elixir, but that's not going to make it kill that. So, I will Frenzy Teamomancer. Now, this will trade. Okay, that was enough to stop the attack. I mean, yeah, he wasn't going to... That's a really good draw. Really, really good draw. Yeah. Yeah. I could always, like, drop Pugilist, and go with that, but I think I need to try and get the heal on this while I can. I could swing with this. No reason not to swing with this. A boof. It's interesting. I could Paradox Cacophony. That would, you know, kill the 1 health units, but like I said, I think I've got to try and get my healing in while I can. I don't want to like do that because he can rebuild that and I don't get the heal. There's a decent chance this guy lives though, because this one alone does 3 damage for the immortalization of it. So all he would need is a rebuild. But it's still much needed healing. Oh, it dies. This game is going better than I thought. I'm above 20 health. They're at 12. Okay. Big unit. Big unit. This guy plus Paradox Cacophony is sounding pretty enticing. Although a Blood Bolt does ruin that plan in its entirety. Let's see. I'm going down to 17. 17 is actually still pretty good. I would rather hold the mana for something a little better. Or hold the mana, not for something better. To respond to a play. He could try and Blood Bolt this so that this unit lives. But now I can Iron Blood Elixir it. Alright. Not much to do here. What is my goal? Or, well, my goal is to kill him. How can I progress towards that goal is what I should be saying. I can level this guy with that. I have Toothy Pugilist, which is probably going to be pretty good here. Yeah, I don't think any of the other plays here are going to be as good as Toothy.
Let's go.
I can't really get Paradox to level Toothy before the attack, unfortunately. But I can do this, discard that, target him so he gets some attack. And then I can swing, and he has to respond with something, because otherwise he's going to die. Not immediately, but pretty darn soon. I have an Iron Blood I can respond with. Okay. I think I have lethal here. Is that lethal? It's not quite, because yeah, that's 7, 8 damage. But this is lethal. Yeah. I don't know why I had to think so hard about that. I was thinking about other things he might respond, like a Sun Shock. There's a Sun Shock. Okay. I don't think I need a Chrono Scan. Let's push as much damage as I can here. This game's closer than I thought it would be with how much of a lead I had. Not a terrible draw. I can't play it with another unit though. So the nice thing is a lot of his damage hurts himself. Alright. Let's kill that before... I don't want to take any more damage than I have to. So... Let's kill it. Oh, man. If he has, like... Blood Bolt, Sun Shock, that would be so tragic. But I think this is the best play. Next turn, I do have like Paradox Analysis to try and draw into like a time stop. That is an option. I do really want to play actually Paradox Cacophony here. Oh, but if he has Denizen, I mean, that almost kills him. Almost. I would still have enough to Paradox into... But I don't think I can... I don't think I have a way to actually push through the damage without going for something like this. I feel like there's a really good chance he would have played Denizen if he had it already.
Magma answers
Oh,
my call.
jeez. Okay. Well, good on him. Can't take that amount of damage. Alright. I can't nascent clone that. Time stop. I think I have to pass here. I don't have anything I can do. It's unfortunate I don't have anything I can do. Otherwise I don't hold up the time stop mana. Okay, open swinging with that. This is really close. I don't have any direct damage in my deck besides the bleed timeline.
Each wound, a turning key.
Alright. This is scary. Scary, scary stuff. That's probably a pretty good draw. Oh goodness. Yeah, I mean I can't just open attack. That's not enough. If only Nascent Clone could get that guy. Oh, okay. Well, now he's got the blockers. I have 10 mana. I can Rippling Resplendence. That kills that guy. I can also do Nascent Clone. I mean, they both kind of do the same thing. They both kind of do the same thing. Oh, I got it. Okay. That was... Ooh. Yeah. Now, if he has... if he has Justified Means... I have to time stop, which is unfortunate. I didn't have a way to really push through damage without putting something on the stack, which is very dangerous. They still die, but that means he has Justified Means. Okay. Oh, he is doing some juggling. I still have Nascent Clone though, and now I don't need time stop mana. Got plenty of blood shards. Can't do much with that. Ooh, that's, you know, that's better than Nascent Clone because I can just hold up a bit more mana. I think I got this. I lost to this guy earlier playing this deck. Well, I really shouldn't say I've got this too soon here. I will say a benefit to Nascent Clone is it does mean I have Paradox in case I do draw Paradox Cacophony. But I really do like holding up the extra bit of mana with this. Wait, he just dies. No, yeah, it triggers Bleed. It triggers Volcanic Rivers. I can just pass. Someone's probably yelling at me. Right? Bleed triggers? Volcanic Rivers? I'm blaming Ash if this doesn't kill him. Why? What? What? Huh? I'm so confused. Why? Come on now. Okay. How much? I guess I'll bug report that in a moment. Okay. Gosh, darn it, Ash. Okay. Let's draw. Well, you know, it's worse draws. Do I let that go through? Do I? If I let that go through, if I try and stop it, then there's justified means. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that was maybe my bad, putting something on the stack at all. Okay. Guess we're ending the round here. Now... He had no more. And now I die. Yeah, I shouldn't have put that on the stack. I could have at least gone for a draw with something like this. But now that's, I don't think that's gonna happen. I do this, and I think I die to justified means. Oh, the sacrifice! I won! Oh my god. Holy crap. What a game. What a game. Well, he didn't have justified means, I suppose. Wow. Alright, well, that's the deck. Thanks for watching. It's not that great into aggro and burn and stuff, but it's pretty fun. I didn't get to show you the massive Red Reapers and Bright-Eyed stuff that I did get a little bit. Or maybe the first game I played, you did get to see that. I'm not sure. Tune in next time.